Hi, my name is Fabiana, and today I'm going to show you how to make this pattern, this crochet bikini that I just finished. So I put all my patterns on creativeswimwear.com, that's my website, and there you have this pattern available. It's called Lennox, and I have this pattern in smaller or bigger sizes. Today I'm making this one that's a small, okay, but on the website I have the on the pattern medium and large as well. So this is the bikini. You can use actually any lycra you want, any color lycra you want, and then just match the yarn with the color you are using. It's really nice, ended up really stretchy. Okay, it's really cool. So the material I used for this pattern is this yarn here. Is 100% cotton yarn, 4-ply, scissors, and then the hooks. So the hooks I used 0.95 mil, number 7, and this one 1.6 millimeters, number 1. So this hook here, that's the very thin one, I'm going to use to pull to punch through the lycra. So it needs to be really thin so you can punch holes through the lycra to make this first row here. Well, I'm also gonna need elastic. It's this one's 5 mil, just normal swimwear elastic. Thread, black thread, and small needle. So if you have red elastic, or if you can buy it, that's better. Or if you have elastic the color of lycra you are making your bikini, that's the best way to go. I just didn't have the red yet, so I use the black, or you can use white as well. But as you can see, because you cover your elastic with single crochets, it doesn't really show on your final bikini. It shows a bit on the back, but that doesn't really matter. It's the front that matter really, and here you can't really see the black, which is really nice. Okay, let's start this project. Subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Let's start this tutorial now. So today I'm making a different crochet bikini. I'm actually gonna use lycra and lining. So I have 2 layers of one of lycra, one of lining here that I cut previously. So I'll be stitching this together using the seamless technique. There's a video for that on the description below. And so I'm gonna put both parts together, and then I'm gonna teach you how to crochet around it and make this bikini design. So this is how it looks like on the back. And so now, because I don't have an overlocker, I'm gonna cut these edges here. But if you have an overlocker, the overlocker cuts it for you. So cut all around it. And then we're gonna pull it inside out through this hole here. See, that's how it looks like. Really good. And it's stretchy. So what I do here now, I just sew it together by hand. Okay. So now I'm ready to crochet around this entire piece. So I'm going to crochet all around it, crochet a little crochet stitch here, and then I'm gonna connect both sides together with elastic. So I'm gonna put elastic all through here and all through here. It's gonna be kind of a high-waisted one. It's gonna go this way and up that way. But let's start doing this. So I start on the back of the bikini, always on the back. I like the knots on the back, and with 0.95 millimeters hook, or number 7, I'm going to punch a hole through right on this corner here. I'm going to punch a hole through the lycra, okay? And then grab my yarn and bring it to the front this way. So here, using both sides of the yarn, I'm going to make one single crochet here, and then 1, 2 chains. Just make sure this is tied there. 2 chains and another single crochet. Like you can measure just I like to measure the distance this way. I just put straight through here, and that's where I make my next stitch. Make sure it's not so I punch another hole here, punch another hole through the lycra, and bring the yarn from the back to the front, making a single crochet and another 2 chains. Spacing between them, it's around 1/4 of an inch or 50 centimeters, 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters. Just make sure you make the same space or a similar spacing between them. So 1, 2 chains and a single crochet, always using the same distance here. And because I have the sewing side, I have a piece of lycra here inside, I always know that I have to put right after it. Don't try to punch through 4 layers of fabric, because it's going to be really hard. So make sure you punch right under where there's where these edges of the fabric are over. They're not there anymore, you know what I mean? So there's just 2 layers to punch through, and it's easier. You definitely need 0.95 mil hook. I thought that's, like, from my experience, that's the best size, because you can still grab this thick yarn. It's a 4-ply, okay, and it's easy to punch holes through the lycra, quite easy actually. So I'm using lycra, nylon, just a beach lycra, normal, very basic lycra, and I'm using swimwear lining on the bottom. It's a very thin lining. Yeah, you can try try linings you have there. Some linings are harder to punch holes through, some linings are easier, but the lycra itself, it's very easy to punch holes. So you hold this way and you punch the hole, and then you bring the yarn back and you make 2 chains. Here I got to the top here. On the top I'm going to make 2 single crochet, so I'm gonna punch put the hook through twice on the top here, because I'm going to start the other side, and you repeat that in every single side. So on the corners, on the corners you're gonna have 1 hole here and 2 single crochets coming out of it with 2 chains in the middle, like in this one. Exactly the same thing to make the corner. Okay, so I'm gonna go around my entire piece all the way down and up here and back here. So finish the entire piece, made crochet all around it, and finish with my 2 chains here and a single crochet in that first chain. So from here I'm going to work 3 chains and then skip 1, 2 double crochets, 1 chain, and skip 1, 2 double crochets, 1 chain, skip 1. One chain, skip 1, 2 double crochets, repeat that all the way to the end. I made 6 times 2 double crochets, and then at the end I'm not gonna make the chain. I'm only gonna make 1 double crochet in this stitch, in between these 2 stitches here that are right on the top of this triangle. So make 1 double crochet there, and then 3 chains, turn your work, and then I'm gonna be making my next 2 double crochets here in this next chain. So you're always gonna be making your double crochets and 1 chain. Your double crochets will always be in the chain. Repeat that all the way. And one more time, 2 double crochets in this last chain here. one, and the second one you can make in the chain. Okay, so three chains again, turn around again, and then you're gonna make 2 double crochets in that first chain, and repeat that all the way. So always 2 double crochets and 1 chain. 2 double crochets will be in the chain always. So, and then here I made 2 double crochets in this last chain here, and then I don't make any chain at the end, don't make a chain, only make a last double crochet in your last double crochet from before. So then 3 chains, turn your work and repeat same thing again. So 2 double crochets on chain, 2 double crochets always in chain, double crochets here, one chain, and 2 double crochets at the end. Always make my last double crochet in the second chain from before. 3 chains and turn again. Do this until you have only one of these left. So I made my last repetition here, and now I'm going to make 5 chains. 2, 3, I have a knot here, 4, 5, because the first time I made it, see, I already made it here. First time I made it, I didn't really like it, so I'm repeating it. So first time I made this design, I just created it. So I had to remake it. So anyway, 5 chains here, and a double crochet in that first double crochet there. Hopefully this time I'm gonna get it right. And then 5 chains, okay, same as here, same as before. Turn. I didn't like before, I made 3, it was too small, so I'm making it bigger now. So in the 3rd chain you're gonna make your double crochet, and then 5 chains again, turn the work, 3rd chain, double crochet into the 3rd chain, and repeat that until you have around, until you have 12 of this, so 12 rows, okay? So I made both sides here, and I'm gonna show you now how to make this other side. So we're gonna put the hook through right on top of this edge here, this end here of the lycra, because you want it to, you know, have continue the shape of the lycra part this way. So you need to put right on the corner. So I think, yeah, right here is the best for me, like right there. Okay, pull the yarn through with the hook and make 1 chain with both with double yarn, just the first one, you don't need more than that, and then 2, 3, and then double crochets. So skip one there. I'm gonna skip a bit more because, yeah, just skip here, make 2 double crochets. Yeah, because it started a bit further, I'm gonna skip a bit more here because I only need 2 for 6 of these double crochets repetition. See, 2, 4, 6. So every side will have to have the same number. So try to just here I'm going to skip one there, make 2 more. Okay, chain in the middle, 2 more, 2 other here, chain, 2 more here. Now I have 4 times 2 double crochets, 1 more, 2 double crochets here, 1 chain, and 1, 2 double crochets here. So I have 6 now, 2, 4, 6, and then the last one is, you don't make the chain, you only make the double crochet right here in the middle, in the top part of this triangle here, where you had the 2 single crochets from before and the chains. That's where you make your last double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3 chains, and you turn your work, skip 2 here and make 2 double crochets, 1 chain, again repeating the same thing we did here before. So the number of rows you're gonna have at the end are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rows, okay, before you start making your 5 chains with a double crochet. Okay, so 10 rows of this, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of this. Okay, so I'm gonna do that on both sides, so both sides will be the same. Okay, both front and back, same number of rows and stitches. I finished almost all the sides here. They're all exactly the same, with the same number of rows. Okay, and now I'm gonna start working on the side. I'm gonna add the elastic. So I always measure the elastic a bit smaller, and in this case it's around 3 inches. It's around 3 inches, and that's because the bikini has to be tied on your body, so this is gonna stretch like that, and you're not gonna lose the bikini while you're swimming. So yeah, always cut the elastic shorter. So with the thread and the needle, I just stitch both ends together, make sure it's not twisted, okay, and I'll just make a few stitches here, like this, all around I get both sides. and a few on the other side. Sorry, this is black, but yeah, it's just really stitch both ends together, make a knot here, finish it. Don't really have to worry much about how it looks like, because you are going to hide this with your single crochets. I'm gonna start this first row with the red yarn now. So yarn over, pull through. I'm gonna start on in the middle, right on the bottom of the bikini. Okay. So yarn over, pull through that single crochet there, and make your first chain with both sides of your yarn. So it's already like a knot. You won't come undone later on. So the position of the elastic, I put these ends right before the place where I'm starting it. So that's the last thing I'm gonna cover at the end. And it's also sitting right in this part here that doesn't really show when you wear your bikini. So start making single crochets. I normally make one single crochet in underneath your 2 chains here, and one single crochet in the single crochet. So one here and one single crochet underneath your chains here. If you think this is not covering it. So continuing, my battery just went flat. So continuing here. So one single crochet in each single crochet, and one single crochet in each 2 chains underneath them. If you think you need more to cover your yarn, you can always make 2 here instead of 1. Only sometimes, not always. Okay. So I'm going to do that all the way around it. And on the top, this part here, where I have this these double crochets and it's more thin, I'm gonna be pulling the elastic a bit, because it's not as big as, you know, the leg hole. I got to the side here, and here I'm going to work one single crochet each 2 single crochets each row. So here we're making 1, 2, then the next one, 1, 2, next one. Here I'm gonna make a few stitches over, and then I'll put this back to the back later. It's a knot. So make one on top of this knot here. It doesn't show. I'm gonna pull this around to the back later, so don't really need to worry about it. So 1, 2 chains. As I said before, make enough single crochets to cover your elastic. I normally make 2 each row. So make around 10 and then pull the yarn, because remember, this has to be elastic, this part here. So that's what I'm doing here. Make make around 10 single crochets here, and then pull that elastic a bit more again. Okay, so it's gonna look like that, but when you try it on your body, it just, it's just perfect. You won't be, yeah. So let's finish this side here. I'll go all the way to here, and then I'll finish this row with a single crochet in the first chain there. So here, as you can see, that's the elastic here. I made one extra single crochet on top of it to cover it. And now I'm going to finish this row with a single crochet on top of that second, that's the first single crochet. So one single crochet in that single crochet, and now I'm here with my red yarn, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work with alternate colors here to finish this bikini. And the way I do that is I'm going to pull the hook through my second single crochet here, then pull the yarn through here, and I'm going to make put yarn over, and then pull this yarn through both stitches, through both loops. Pull it through a bit, put this one on the back here, we don't want this one to annoy us here. And now I'm going to work with the red yarn. So I'm using like this on my fingers. I found it's a bit easier. So hook through the third single crochet, and then I'm going to work with the red. So yarn over, pull it through. Okay, now I'm working with the beige color, so pull the hook through the fourth single crochet, pull the yarn through, yarn over, and pull through both of them, making sometimes it's good to just pull the yarn a bit, because you can get a bit loose. And that's how you go. If this gets too difficult for you, you can always just use one color. It is a bit difficult, but it looks really nice at the end. I'm gonna show you when I finish. So yeah, hook through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. Hook through the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through both of them there, and keep repeating that until you are back here on the same spot, and then you can just cut off both yarns. Okay, so here I'm on my last stitch. So what I'm going to do is, I should be making the red now. So I'm going to make the red, and just finish it off with a slip stitch here at the end. Cut it off here. And cut this one off as well. And then with my hook, what I'm going to do with both, I'll just grab this one. And that's how I make like a little chain around it and just pull it through. And then pull this one through. And then yarn over and pull it from here. Pull this one to the other side here. This one, yeah, pull this one here. So you put your hook through a few stitches, yarn over, and pull it. And here I'm just going to make a little knot. And then I'm going to pull from a few of my stitches again, yarn over, and pull. Now I'm ready to cut. Okay, so the reason why I put all the elastic end here at the bottom is because it doesn't show, it doesn't really show outside, but yeah, I think it's better. Just always put the end of the elastic here in this part. So yeah, that's what it looks like right now. As you can see, it is stretching. It looks really good to me, so I'm going to finish the other side. Just repeat the same thing, and also repeat the same thing here on the top. I finished both sides here. And then now I'm going to start here, right in the middle, with my red yarn. So put here, right in the middle, here, pull it through, make one chain, the first chain with double yarn, and then put the elastic on the back. So this elastic, I made the same thing. It's a bit smaller than the total size here. So this end, I'm gonna actually put this end here on this side, because I think it will look better than on the back. It will, yeah, it will be more hidden than on the back. So now I'm gonna start to make single crochets. So I make the single crochet on top of this end of my yarn here. So I already finish it. You don't need to, you only have to cut it off after. So it's already finished. You don't need a needle to finish or anything like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and single crochet on top of it, as many single crochets as you need to cover the entire elastic. And when you get to the sides here, you're gonna pull it every few stitches as well, like that. Just pull it a little bit and then make 10 more stitches. Pull it a bit again. So we're gonna work single crochets all around this piece until I get to the beginning here again. So here I'm back to center. Then I'm going to start working with both colors together here as well. So put the hook through this first single crochet here, pull the other color, and make a single crochet here. Now, that's what I did. I thought it was the easiest way. Now I'm going to make the second single crochet here. It's basically one single crochet, each single crochet from before. Okay, so I have the red now. I'm gonna put from and bring the beige now here. I'm auxiliating with this finger on the back to pull it easier. So I have the red now. I'm going to make a single crochet with the beige. Now with the red. As you can see, this way it's easy and it's faster. So repeat this until you are back here to the same spot, and then you can cut your yarn and finish your bikini. So this is how the bikini looks like at the end. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm pretty happy as well with this finishing here. Okay, it looks all like this as a bikini should, but when you wear it, it's gonna sort of look like that. That's how it looks like stretched. It's really, really nice. So I made a size small, and on my website I'm gonna put online this pattern. Is called Lennox Bikini, and so I'm gonna put inside the pattern all the changes you need to make a small or a large. Okay, the crochet is the same really, but I'm gonna change the pattern for the lycra so it's a bit higher and a bit longer here, because you're making large, or a bit shorter if you're making it small. Okay, so if you like this tutorial, just subscribe to my channel. That helps a lot, and put a like on my video as well. My website's creativeswimwear.com. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.